Now, in the part 2 of this class of small ruminants, we are going to see some concepts for meat production from goats. The business had to grow, and we had to think about the different strategies that we may follow. So, as we saw in the first part of this presentation, the ecosystem of my business is very important because I may capture some of the value from the supplier, cost, or even from the willingness of the consumer to pay for my product. So we have here the meat from goats or from sheep, and we have some value captured by the providers, by the farmer, by the customer. And we have external factors that affect all this, and also internal factors of the farm. So we need to think about the strategies. Those strategies will allow us to capture more value of the product. So we have to keep this in mind, and also to select what strategy we want to produce meat, milk, fiber, to use the animals as a business of weeds control, or some prescribed grazing, or other uses as pets or goat yoga, or using these goats for social media. So we have to figure out what kind of business are we working for. And the first thing that we have to think is the goat breed that we are going to select. In the world, there are more than 200 different breeds. And here in the United States, these are the most important for meat production, milk, fiber, or pet. So now we are going to see one of the meat breeds. And as a courtesy of the American Goat Federation, we have this information that you may stop the video to visit them. And we have the Spanish goats, the Boer goats, the Kiko goats, the Mytonic goats, the Savannah goats, the Texmaster goats. So all these goats are important. And also there are information about people that sell animals of each one of these breeds. So you may find in other states, or here in Missouri state, some specialty ranch that they will be selling this kind of animal. So you may be asking them or asking other farmers about the experience that they have about these breeds. So it's very interesting that you have a very good group of sellers where to buy. Even you may buy by Facebook. There is a different kind of offer. So it's important to remember that the pregnancy of the goats is around 150 days, that you may have one kid or two for each female in each year, because there is one kid per year. You will need between 20 or 30 dollars for each buck, so you don't need much bucks to buy. And the reproductivity is not all year round, so you will have only one of this season of the year where you will be having the killing time. Also, it's important to consider the stocking rate. That means the number of goats for each acre, but that depends of the quality of the pasture. If you have a poor pasture, you will have 2 to 4 goats per acre. But if you have good pasture, you may have 6 to 8 goats per acre. So the pasture hay during the winter is important. So you have to take in consideration that during the summer, you have to cut and make some hay and to keep for the winter. Also, you have to think about some salt minerals and the veterinary service, and also holding and herd number registration for your farm. Here are some of the numbers. How much does it cost to raise a commercial meat goat herd for 1 year? So to begin, you have to figure out that you may be spending between $250 to $450 for each female, and from $250 to $700 for each buck. So if you think about starting with 18 does and 1 or 2 bucks and one facility for a winter goats shelter, you may be thinking about spending $10,000. And that is assuming that you have between 10 or 15 acres for a good pasture to allow raising the animals. So some of the cost is individual for each one of the animals, and other of the costs are for all the farm. So you will have some cost for hay, for minerals, for grain in certain season of the year, a parasite treatment, and we are going to talk in another presentation about this, some of the testing of the diseases that you may have, and you will have a total cost of $96 per dog per year and $71 for each one of the bucks. And also you have some cost for all the herd and for the year, around $50 for medicines, $200 per veterinary, $100 supplies, some registration, fencing, and also in some months of the year you have to hire some hand to help you and some incidental expenses. So you have around $2,000 of maintaining costs for each year. So in the summary, it's important to know how much is the cost represent for each one of the animals. So it's around $205 for each one of the dogs. That means around $17, $20 per month in each one of the animals. So when we see the gross revenue, that depends very much about the fertility. I mean, the number of those that are killing each year. So you have 90% of their killing, and you have 1.8 kids for each dose. And you have, as a result, 29 kids per year. And also you have to consider the mortality around 4%, so one of the kids. So you will be selling around 28 wethers and Dolins. And if you get a good price of $2.6 per pound, selling animals of 60 pounds, so you will find a gross revenue of $4,300. That means $240 per dog, and then the new revenue per doe is $34, and for the herd, $627. It's important considering that if you take all the cost, like a financial cost and many other costs, so for a low input meat gut production system, the even break, that means that you don't lose, you don't gain any money, is between $25 to $30 per herd. So it's important to think that that depends of how much money you want to be earning, the number of animals, especially for meat production. So here is a projection of simulation. You may be starting with 5 nannies and the first year and running for the next year. So by year number 6, you will have 18. And now you will have 15 dolins, and you will have for sale 15 wethers, and you keep having one doe, one buck, sorry. And the sales, here's the projecting how you may be selling by the 6th year, 29 animals in total. These 12 dolins that you are selling by the 6th year, you may be keeping them. So these 12 animals plus the 18, you will have for the year 7, you will have the 30 animals. That is the even point. So also this simulation gives you the total mortality that you may have on some of the economical indexes that you get. If you need any information, please contact us, and we are very happy to help you to figure out what is your best strategy to keep working on. So thank you for watching this video. We're going to continue, and please share for others, especially for those ones that want to start with a new farm. See you in the next. Bye. Thank you.